Grünau Moves, a best practice to promote health and prevent obesity in children. My name is Trinidad Planas. I'm a member of the World Package 5 group in the Balearic Island, and I'm going to explain one of the actions we develop in our neighborhood. It is an example of how to improve physical activity in schools and during out-of-school time, and when possible, to involve families in these activities. To prepare these local actions, we held 3 meetings with a solid platform that has been working in the neighborhood for several years. We collaborated with a technical educator, Edu, who helped us to stay in touch with the staff from the schools in Llevant Sud. After these meetings, we developed a strategy to identify the needs of families and children. To study the needs of each center, based on these needs, the team hired a person to carry out 3 activities on physical activity for children. The key issues that help us determine their needs were: in the community, obesity is not seen as a priority. The technical educator helped us introduce the project to the neighborhood, and we worked closely with the education staff. These conclusions let us know their needs. And what about their needs? What were the identifying needs? Lack of adequate spaces for children's play and sport activities, need for leisure activities for all age groups, problems with coexistence, neighborhood safety, problematic behavior in public spaces and drug dealing, poor neighborhood cleanliness, lack of bins, poor lighting and architectural barriers, misuse and degradation of public spaces, the need to improve sport courts, and lack of public toilets. We connected with the neighborhood during a local festival, where we conducted a survey called the Living Healthy Tool, which included several questions about the neighborhood and activities related to healthy eating. And the action was focused on introducing active breaks during school hours, offering extracurricular activities, sharing a high school sport facilities so children from different schools could play sports together, laid back the free time monitor from the Patronat Obrero platform. The objectives: we aim to make break times more dynamic through recreational activities, encouraging students to actively engage in their free time, improving coexistence, reducing conflicts, and promoting inclusion. The implementation, the first school was Jamilo José School. The activities were offered to families whose children stayed for lunch. The children came from diverse realities and cultures with a wide age range, 3 to 11 years old, meaning different priorities for each child. This school serves a particularly vulnerable population. The group included 30 children. Besides increasing physical activity, the activities aimed to teach social behavior, including respect, listening skills, and following guidelines. Importantly, this time slot keeps children from staying at home looking at the screens before attending activities at the Rafa Nadal Social Foundation. Second school, Pintor Joan Miró School. Here, we introduce recreational and educational activities during playground time. A presentation was made to the teaching staff and class delegates to introduce the sport trainer team. The playground was organized into different activity zones: primary school, football, basketball, volleyball, badminton, mini basketball, ping pong, screen-free games, chess, and Connect 4. Nursery school, it is the blue zone, painting and coloring activities. Materials were lent out through a system. A student requested equipment wore a colored necklace for identification and returned both the material and necklace at the end of the process. The third one is in OPI Playground, Aurora Picornell High School. For 3 hours in the afternoon, Accompanied by staff from Patronato Obrero, the school playground was open for children and their families to use freely. So, in conclusion, developing activities in educational centers allow us to increase awareness of the project, boost participation among children and their families, bring together groups of different ages, and encourage interaction. For example, I said before, at Camilo José Cela School, the activities after lunch helped prevent children from staying at home using screens before attending the Rafa Nadal Social Foundations for more activities. The key facilitators were Edu, the technical educator who connected us with education staff, the existence of a neighborhood network, high participation and commitment from all schools involved in planning and scheduling. And challenges included the difficulty of dissemination of the project from the beginning, finding and engaging a local network, and working effectively with families. So, our general recommendations are: have a strong and clear working methodology. Anticipate challenges, in our case understanding that obesity was not seen as a priority, and ensure that the support of all stakeholders from the beginning, and collect and act on good feedback. Thank you.